Well, this is a cooperative gallery. We have 18 artists here, and they're all local, regional artists. And this is our gallery, so we can exhibit our work and show it to the public and deal directly with customers rather than go through some other gallery owner.
My name is Meg Matson, and I'm a plein air painter, but I also do studio work. Now this artist, Deb Williams, started out here in the gallery as a photographer, but she does a lot of pastel work too. She brings in St. Louis themes. Some of her work has shown little arches in the background, baseball stadiums, things like that. This is John's work, and to make his colors pop a little bit, if you notice here, he has a regular black and white photo, but then he's distinguishing different things in the photograph by bringing them out in color. This is called the silhouette cutouts. Each one of these are done on normally starting out with a black piece of paper. She takes small scissors that are only about this big, about the size of cuticle scissors, and she just cuts. Sometimes looking at something she's drawn out, sometimes just winging it from her mind, whatever she thinks of. There are just days and days of work that go into something as small as that little feather. Sandy is one of our travelers in the gallery. She just came back from the Cayman Islands, and I'm looking forward to seeing that round of photos that she'll come up with. These are some of her local ones. This dragonfly has got to be my favorite, and as many times as I've been in the gallery, that's probably the most commented on photograph that I have seen of hers. This is oil painting on top of gold leaf. Vic has created her own style by starting out with gold leaf on the entire canvas, and then she takes a scene, puts it on in small glazes, in very thin glazes. You see parts of the gold leaf show through here, and as the light changes in the room, the painting actually will change during the day. This is John Gano. She works on the canvas called a gallery wrap canvas usually, and it's painted all around the edge, which gives it a contemporary look. Then we move on to my work. I like to do more of a contemporary style for this gallery. This work has a lot of textured work, or collage work in it using textured paper. This one also has collage work in it. I've taken various pieces of newspaper. I have my mother's old shorthand book from when she was in school, I believe. This is Michelle Wells' work. These are pastels. She almost always works in pastel. Her subject matter is usually landscapes, and she is from Vancouver, British Columbia. Janet is now switching over and doing a lot more of the oils and acrylic work. She had been doing oil pastel. But you can see with her work, one of the things she does is she starts with a typical ground color, which is the ground is the base color. And in various parts of her painting, she allows that to show through. Heather has a very unique style. She works with a product called wood icing, and she gets a lot of depth, a lot of texture with her work. Her work is also done on plywood bases that someone builds for her, and they're extremely sturdy. Linda is known for her figurative work. She goes into various places like coffee houses, museums, things like that, and she'll either sketch people as she sits there or she will photograph them kind of in a sneaky way. I don't know if these people knew what she was up to, but you could tell they were very deep in conversation. But she also manages to bring a little bit of the building in too. This work is a little bit atypical for Annie. She had done this for a theme. It all had to do with the birds. And we have another travel photographer. This is Greg. Greg is especially known for his shots of Italy. And if you'll notice too, what he does frequently is he zooms in and zones in on certain architectural things. And then we have Sheldon Johnson. Sheldon was one of our original members that started the gallery 7 years ago. They started it for 3 days during the St. Louis Clayton Art Fair, and it just never stopped. Several members got together during the Clayton Art Fair and decided to rent this space for 3 days. And at the end of the Clayton Art Fair, they had done well selling their art and had gotten so many good comments that they decided to keep it going for a little while. And here we are 7 years later, and we're still going.